Despite her will, Faith's feet would not go any further. A patient who needed the bathroom had to squeeze past her at the door. After what seemed like forever, she turned and questioned, "How did you know I was in pain?" "The same way we knew you were going to be sick and waited in front of the school with the ambulance." A look of utter confusion on Faith's face, and she replied, "What? Were you the one who brought me here?" She took a good look at him for the first time, almost as if she expected to recall the appearances of those who transported her to the hospital. Obviously, she had passed out, so her effort was futile. She realized how strange he looked as she took in his appearance. For some reason, she was reminded of the movie Notre Dame. Perhaps it was his hunched back or his stare. She felt something odd about him. Faith started to be conscious of all the judging eyes on them from all the girls who went in and out of the bathroom. Can we talk somewhere else? Maybe she thought she could think straight in a different environment. They continued their conversation in front of a water dispenser, a place that seemed less judgy. "So, let's get this straight. I am not religious. Are you some kind of god? It sounds ridiculous to me because anyone could have guessed I was in pain. I am in a hospital. Of course, you could have guessed I fell sick at school because I am in a school uniform." He face-palmed and explained in a slightly annoyed tone, "That is the thing with you humans. You think you are the smartest by being rational. Rationality is not always the answer. You need faith. You got worse with science. Everything has to be explainable or proven to you, or else it is impossible. Have you ever once thought that some things exist beyond your ability to understand? What makes you guys think you are the smartest beings? Your rationality has limited your ability to see truth. Anyway, you have about a month to live. Your death day is November 15th, 2020 at 5 p.m. EST. My offer stands until then. Otherwise, I wish you a good rest of your life. If you are interested in my offer, you have to find me. I am out." Faith woke up to find herself back in the hospital bed. It was a dream. It must have been, she thought. "Mom?" Her mother was sitting by the bed with her body turned away from Faith. She wiped her tears quickly with her palm and turned to Faith with a bright smile. "Faith, you're up. You need to eat something. Mariah brought some of your clothes. You have to stay here for a while. I will be back soon. I need the bathroom." She patted her daughter's head before she left. "Oh, the favourite child is awake," Michael said as he entered the hospital ward. Michael was the youngest of Faith's older siblings. "Michael, Mom tried to hide it, but she was really sad. She was crying, and her voice broke when she talked. What is up? Are the medical bills high?" "Faith, that is not your problem. Plus, the school has decided to pay for your medical bills using the funds from the Southeastern Charity Program." "Oh, good. Then why is Mom sad? I was just tired and I passed out." Michael sat on the bed, put his arms around her shoulders, and rested his chin on her head. "You will be fine, Faith. Whoa, why are you being so nice today? It is not so bad to be sick. Anyway, anything new to share?" "Nothing, except that the whole hospital probably knows you were talking to yourself by the water dispenser and passed out. One of the patients in this ward also claims you were talking to yourself in the bathroom. They think you have gone mad. But of course, knowing you, I know it was probably your poor attempt at singing." Michael looked up at Faith to find her looking at him with bulging eyes and unhinged jaws. "Did you say I was talking to myself in the bathroom and near the water dispenser? Wasn't it a dream?" She decided to waste no more time and bolted towards the bathroom, hoping to find the mysterious man. To her dismay, she found her mum squatting and crying in front of the stalls. "Mom, I will be fine. We just need to find him." She told her mom about Mr. Mystery Man But that only made her mum worry more for her health. Where would I find him? Where could he have gone? She made repeated trips to the water dispenser and the bathroom. A look of concern was apparent on the faces of her mother and her brother. Oh, maybe, if I go to school, I will find him. Michael, do you have your bus pass? How about you go to bed for now and then? I would go with you tomorrow because it is late. Michael managed to convince his sister to put off her visit to the school. Faith's parents and two of her siblings, Mariah and Michael, were at the doctor's office to receive permission to take Faith home. It is obvious that the hospital environment is affecting her mental health. Since her stay in the hospital is not going to make her live longer, we want to take her home and bring her here often for treatment. I don't want her to spend her last 6 months in a hospital bed, but rather in the warmth of a house. Mariah, aged 38 and Faith's oldest sibling, told the doctor of their intentions. I understand your feelings as a family, but it is safer for her here. If something happens, we can take care of her quickly. I hope you understand and keep her here. It took an hour and a half to convince the doctor to give them the green light to go home. And now, the family had to put on their happy faces to ensure Faith has a good time in the next 6 months. It had been a week since Faith got back home, and even her brother Max, who lived far from home, was back in town with his family. Even though no one had told her what illness she had, Faith knew she did not have much time left. According to the mystery man she met at the hospital, she had less than a month left. Her biggest worry was how to find the hunchback. She wouldn't have much time to think about that because soon they were on a family vacation. Faith never got to go on vacation with her family, and she always felt jealous hearing her siblings talk about the trips they had when they were younger. She always wanted to fly out of the country, but the family could not afford that. Although it was still impossible to travel out of Cher, her father managed to get some money from friends with a sob story, and they were going to the neighboring city, which was popular for its spas and tourist attractions. It was obvious Faith's family did everything possible to fit a life worth living in to 6 months. Faith stayed in the hotel room she shared with her mother and sister most of the time they were on vacation. Her family tried so hard to get her out to enjoy the scenery, but they soon gave up and went out without her. That day, she was alone in the hotel room as usual. While washing her hands in the bathroom, she saw the reflection of the man, but when she turned to look behind her, he disappeared. Faith fell to her knees in despair and broke down in tears. "You can't even take a prank?" Faith quickly rose upon hearing the familiar voice. "You said you could save me. How would you do that?" she said, clasping his hands in hers. "Slow down, young lady. You first have to accept the deal before I can reveal any more. I do not think I have much to lose right now. I do accept the deal. What is the next step? And oh, how come I am the only one that sees you? The others do not believe you exist. We decide who to make ourselves visible to. We make ourselves visible to everyone when we are playing a role. Like that day at the school, when we are making deals, we only make ourselves visible to the necessary party. You mean there is more than one of you? Can we get to the point where you save me? It is November 1st, and according to you, I only have 14 days. The man stepped back and took his hands out of hers. There is a whole world of us, and we are responsible for the well-beings of humans. We are called overwatchers. We play various roles. I am a dealer. Dealers give second chances at life to people with great potential who are fated to die too early. You can call me Guy. Since you have shown interest in the deal, I have to report it immediately. See you soon. Wait, how can I find you when I need you? Blow out a flame if you need to see me with intent in your heart. Could be a candle, a stove, a fireplace, whatever. I suggest you just get a lighter." Guy disappeared. Mariah was at the bathroom door, her face full of concern.